Peace and blessings. I'm Minister Mustafa Abdulhat Abdallah of the Third Church of Jerusalem, House of Prayer, Temple of God. This is a response to a comment that was made about a video of mine entitled I Saw Jesus Today. The person made a comment which reads, "Do you believe in Leviticus chapter 21 that states that disabled people must not be allowed in the church? That idiocy should be enough for any Christian to convert to another religion." I had to check out Leviticus chapter 21. And it says, I'm starting at verse 17. "Speak to Aaron, saying, no man of your descendants in succeeding generations who has any defect may approach to offer the bread of his God. For any man who has a defect should not approach, a man blind or lame, who has a marred face, or any limb too long, a man who has a broken foot or broken hand, or is a hunchback, or a dwarf, or a man who has a defect in his eye, or eczema, or scab, or is a eunuch. No man of descendants of Aaron the priest who has a defect should come near to offer the offerings made by fire to the Lord. He has a defect, he shall not come near to offer the bread of his God. He may eat the bread of his God, both the most holy and the holy. Only he should not go near the veil or approach the altar, because he has a defect, lest he profane my sanctuaries, for I, the Lord, sanctify them." I found it very interesting. And I figured this would be the perfect opportune time to further bring an understanding of the philosophy of the Third Church, which is unequal belief, unconditional love, and uncompromising truth. Now we look at that passage in the Bible. When it comes to the Bible and all holy books, it's about belief, about interpretation. How best can you interpret that? How supreme of a belief can you have in reference to that passage? You can take it literally at face value and say that God didn't want the lame, the defected to come and pay offerings to him. But that puts God in a bad light, does it not? So is there another way to interpret that? To hold a belief on that passage? Yes, there is. This is in seeking to establish an unequal belief, a supreme belief on what was just said. If we take that passage and we apply it totally, metaphysically, change it from a literal meaning, then we come with something totally different. Something that doesn't seem as mean and uncaring. That would take away from someone coming to God, believing in God, having faith in God. Reading from the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary out of Charles Fillmore Reference Library, we look at Leviticus, and it reads, third book of the Bible. It contains a summary of all the rules and ceremonies pertaining to the ministry of the Jewish priests and Levites, and pertaining to the activities of the Israelitish people. Not all the laws laid down in this book concern what we call religion. Many of them are rules of health, social conduct, and so forth. Metaphysical meaning of Leviticus. The real, inner spiritual law of life, of health, of peace, of plenty, and of true spiritual understanding and worship. Back of the outer letter of the law. Back of the endless rules, restrictions, and ceremonies of an outer religion that binds and leads to death. There is a real serving of God in spirit, which leads to life, to all good. So, if we take this, what we come away with is that understanding that our true nature is spiritual, that we are the temple, we are the church of God, our body, and that it comes down to our thoughts and our beliefs. Then what they're saying is, don't bring lame beliefs, scarred beliefs, beliefs that are not whole. Don't bring them inside you. And does that not make sense? Don't bring disabled beliefs when you're applying to God. And those words that are attributed to Him. Because when you do so, obviously, it makes God look lame and disabled and handicapped. You make your thoughts, you make your beliefs whole. You make them as best as they can be. Then it rises you closer to God. How great can you believe? Supreme belief. God bless. Peace and love.